Hey, I'm Jason from Fuzzlord, and today in this video we're going to be setting up a pedal board for doom metal music. We're going to go over some popular effects in the genre, what order you're going to want to put these in on your pedal board, power supplies, cable routing, and we're going to go through and hear a bunch of different effects in this video. I'm curious to know what your pedal board setup is in the comments, so drop your pedals that you're using in the order. We're going to start out by checking out some riffs and see what my finished pedal board looks like. Then we're going to go through and talk about a bunch of different pedals and hear each one of them. So doom metal music is known for its big, heavy sound, its slow, brutal riffs, and fuzz pedals and distortion pedals are really popular in the genre, as well as boost pedals, EQs, delay, reverb, and chorus pedals for modulation. It's pretty common in doom metal music for people to have a really loud, powerful, clean amplifier and get a lot of their dirt tone from their pedal board. So we're going to start off talking about a bunch of popular dirt pedals from the genre, and then move into boost pedals, EQs, delay, reverbs, and then modulation pedals. Fuzz and distortion pedals are a huge part of doom metal music, and when I'm setting up a pedal board, I really think of it almost as like a choose your own adventure kind of setup, because each pedal that you choose is going to affect the other pedals that you put around it. So there's kind of a couple different avenues you can go down for fuzz and distortion pedals. For fuzz, pedals like the Big Muff, the Fuzzlord MF4, the old school Super Fuzz, or the Fuzzlord FU2 are really popular, and that'll take you down one path. Super Fuzz based pedals are going to cover like the Electric Wizard tone, Monolord, and things like the Big Muff are going to be more like High and Fire and Windhand. Popular distortion pedals in the genre are going to be things like the Fuzzlord Drone Master, which is based off the Proco Rat, or pedals like the old school Boss HM2 or the Fuzzlord HM6. Windhand was known to use the Proco Rat on a lot of their earlier stuff. Conan's more modern tone is going to be Boss HM2 pedals. So let's go through and hear some sound clips of each of those pedals. We're going to start off with the Fuzzlord MF4, which is based off the classic Big Muff circuit, the Fuzzlord FU2, which is a throwback to the old Super Fuzz sound, which is more of the Electric Wizard and Monolord guitar tone. Then we'll check out the Drone Master Distortion, based off the old school Proco Rat, and the Fuzzlord HM6, which is a tribute to the old school Swedish chainsaw tone that has become popular with bands like Conan. So let's go ahead and just check out a bunch of these pedals back to back so you can hear what they sound like, maybe get some ideas for your pedal board. Next thing I think about when I'm setting up a pedal board is what kind of boost or EQ pedals I'm going to use. A lot of times people want to use a boost like a Tube Screamer based pedal to drive other pedals, like the Big Muff for example, to get more gain and drive out of the pedal. Or you can put something like a clean boost after a pedal to get more of a volume boost for solos. EQ pedals work really good for shaping a fuzz tone. So if you have like a one knob fuzz pedal, like a Fuzz Face for example, you can put an EQ after the pedal to really sculpt your overall tone. Another setup that's become popular in the genre is using an octave up boost pedal running into other distortion and fuzz pedals. This has become really popular with the band Sun. It was kind of the basis of the whole Life pedal. So in this next clip, let's check out what a couple different pedal combos sound like. I'm going to be running a Doom Screamer overdrive into the MF4 to get a little more fuzz tone out of it. Then I'll put the FM7 EQ after a fuzz pedal so we can hear what a little bit of tone shaping sounds like. Then to wrap it up, I'm going to run the Octave Master into the Drone Master to get a dirty octave up tone. So after you got your EQ, your boost pedals, your dirt pedals figured out, another popular effect to add to your pedal board is going to be reverb and delay pedals. These add a lot of depth and space to your guitar tone. A big part of Windhand's tone has been using a big muff or a rat mixed with a delay pedal to just thicken up their guitar tone. So in this next clip, we're going to hear the MF4 with a Dark Master echo behind it to add a little depth to the sound. Another really popular effect that shows up on doom metal pedal boards is modulation, so a chorus pedal or a phaser like the Phase 90. This is a big part of Monolord's guitar tone, and things like chorus and phaser add a lot of movement to your guitar tone. Usually people will put their chorus or phaser pedals after their dirt pedals and then before their reverb and delay. But Mike from Yob, for example, likes to put his phaser pedals before his dirt pedals to get a little bit different of a tone, so don't be afraid to mix around the order of your pedals. Last but not least, it's really important to have a tuner on your pedal board so you can mute your guitar and tune in between songs. Something I like to do is put my tuner after my fuzz and distortion pedals and before my time-based effects so that you can kick on the tuner to mute your guitar and you won't have that hissing background sound of a fuzz or distortion running in the background. This is really important if you're not using a noise gate pedal. If you are using a noise gate, which isn't as common in doom metal from what it seems, you could put your tuner up front and then run your noise gate after your dirt pedals. So to wrap up pedal board order, it's really common to run something like a Tube Screamer bass pedal before your dirt pedals, whether they're fuzz or distortion. If you're using a clean boost, a lot of people will put that after their fuzz and distortion pedals to use it as a volume boost for solos and things like that. I think EQ pedals work best after your dirt pedals so that you can sculpt the overall tone of them, and then those are going to run into your modulation pedals like chorus and phaser, and then finally delay and then reverb. There's a bunch of different power supplies on the market. Isolated power supplies like the bricks that people install on the bottom of their pedal board are really popular. This helps reduce noise when you're running a bunch of pedals together, and you can usually power like 6 to 10 pedals off of one. Daisy chains are also another way to power your pedals. There's really nothing wrong with them, but sometimes when you daisy chain several pedals together, you can introduce noise from one circuit to the other. So if you are having problems with noise from a daisy chain, I'd recommend checking out an isolated power supply. I'll leave a link in the description to an affordable one that I use on my pedal boards. Alright, that wraps up this video about setting up your pedal board. If you like this video, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and again, drop those comments below and let me know what your setup is. Over on the Patreon page, I'm doing a Q&A that goes with this video. If you have specific questions about pedal board setup, different types of pedals to put on there, or power supplies and things like that. And before I wrap it up, just want to give a big thank you to all the Patreon supporters whose names I'm running on the screen. And a big thank you to Jonas, Corey, and Vayuslavic from over there on the Patreon page. We're going to wrap up this video with a couple more riffs. I'm Jason from Fuzzlord. I'll talk to you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Check out the new single called Blood Tornado from the band Blood Tornado off the album Blood Tornado. It's called Blood Mice. Yeah, Casey showed me a song that was like the song Angel Witch by the band Angel Witch off the album Angel Witch. I love it.